Good evening, Assalamu Alaikum, and welcome to Sports Extra. I'm your host, Ahmed Nawaz. Now, it's been a bit of a time since we had the show with you, and definitely we brought you some great content during the holy month of Ramadan as well. Testing times, COVID-19, of course. We're fighting it as much as we can, definitely hopeful for success. But at the same time, we know that sports around the world is affected, and we're trying to get you the best of Sports Extra from the platform of PTV World. Now, once again, we're bringing you a very exclusive program tonight. We're going to be in conversation with probably one of the great sportsmen that we have known in these times as well. What a great ambassador he has been for Pakistan, and what success he has achieved through his professional career as well. And now definitely he's punching Corona right in the face at the same time as well. I think words would not do enough justice. So the guest for tonight, I think to introduce him, we've got a great profile package courtesy of our team by Sports Extra. So let's just take a look.
Amir Khan made his professional debut against David Bailey in July 2005. The fight drew an audience of 4.4 million viewers, which was ITV's best Saturday night viewing figures of the month. Khan won his first regional title on 14 July 2007, beating Willie Lemon at the O2 Arena to become Commonwealth lightweight champion. On 2nd February 2008, Khan had to defend his Commonwealth title against late replacement Gary Clare at the ExCeL Arena, London. On 5th April 2008, Khan beat Christiansen, dropping him 3 times in the 7th round to force a technical knockout stoppage. In early 2009, it was announced that Khan would fight former 7-time and 3-weight world champion Marco Antonio Barrera. Barrera was ranked number 1 and Khan number 5 in the World Boxing Lightweight rankings. On 14 March 2009, at the Men's Arena in Manchester, Khan defeated Barrera by technical decision. Following his victory over Molina, Khan returned to the UK for a fight against 33-year-old Julio Diaz. Khan managed to hold on throughout the fight to go on to win by unanimous decision. Khan made his return to welterweight in 2017 and was set up for a fight against welterweight champion Manny Pacquiao. Till now, Amir Khan has participated in a total of 39 fights. He has registered 34 wins and lost only 5 fights. Khan has won 34 fights, in which 21 have been won by knockout and 13 of them have been won by unanimous decision.
There you have it. Like I said, one of the greatest sportsmen that we've known, and what a great ambassador he has been, not just for Pakistan, but I think his work for promoting boxing at the same time have been beyond what we could have imagined, and now bringing all of that to Pakistan at the same time, doing a lot of work in terms of, being a philanthropist as well. He's a boxing promoter at the same time as well, and I think his title really does justice, that he's none other than the great Amir King Khan. And we're going to be talking to him exclusively tonight on Sports Extra about his career as well. Amir, Assalamu Alaikum. Welcome to Sports Extra.
Thank you for having me on.
Right, Amir, what an illustrious career. I think I can talk about it all day long, but people want to know where Amir started and where he had that hunch of picking up the gloves and knowing that this is what he wanted to do.
So when I was at the age of 8, I was very hyperactive, very naughty in school, had so much energy in me. So my father then took me away and said, look, we need to get you into a boxing gym to burn that energy, not to become a boxer. No one ever thought I would ever become a boxer, but the reason why I went to the gym was to teach me discipline and burn my energy into something positive. And that's where I started from at the age of 8. From there, went on representing England in boxing, winning national championships, then international championships, and then I won the silver medal in the Olympics, being the youngest ever to win a medal in the Olympics in 2004.
Definitely a great start, like you mentioned, a bit of aggression there in that early ages as well. But definitely once you went into the professional phase, things must have been tough at the same time, considering all the technicalities involved, your diet routine, and you had to probably change everything about yourself.
Correct, yeah, everything changes. When you go into the professional rankings, it becomes a full-time job. And I had to change the way I live, the way I eat, the way I sleep. And, everything was all around boxing. Waking up in the morning at 5 a.m., going for a run, coming back 12 o'clock going to the boxing gym to do some boxing training, and night time doing another strength conditioning session, you know, weights and stuff. But then that doesn't finish there. Just before going to bed, you have a massage. So it was a full-time job, and it's been like that since. So it's very hard for the body to take that much impact. And for the last 10 years being a professional boxer, it's been very, very hard. But, you know, I've loved it because when I'm not in the gym, when I'm not training, when I'm for a fight, I do miss the sport. So, yeah, I mean, it's a tough sport, but at the same time, I enjoy it.
Definitely, one does misses, you know, the game itself as well. And of course, we do miss you back in the ring as well at the same time. Tell me about the physical toll of this as well, because we understand in professional sports, whether it's, you know, a team sport or an individual sport, the threat of injury is always there. But getting out of that through psychological factors must be, you've got to be really mentally tough, because you've gone through some ups and downs in your careers as well, but you've managed to overcome them.
Look, I've won fights, I've lost fights. The fights I lost, you know, I was caught with a big shot, and mentally that can destroy you. See, when a team or a person, individual loses a fight or a game, they do get, you know, they are very down emotionally. So I had to lift myself up when I lost a fight. I had to think, look, I'm going to come back stronger. I'm going to come back and train harder. I never want to see this day again. Obviously, you know, in my 39 fights, I've lost 5. But those 5 fights I have lost, I've come back stronger from them and become a better person, a better fighter. I've trained harder, and that's what it's all about. And I think same with any sport, you know, cricket, for example, football, same. When they have a game and they get beat, you go back to the drawing board. You see where you made the mistakes. You see you're not going to make the mistakes again. And then, you know, you work harder and harder towards becoming a better sportsman.
Definitely. Your fight where you defeated Marcus back in 2010 was voted as the best fight of the year by the Boxing Writers Association of America. Talk us through that fight as well.
So that fight was one of the best fights of the year. It was the best fight of the year, and a lot of people say it was the best fight of the decade. Marcus Maidana came into the fight with, I think he had only one loss, which was a draw loss. And he was a knockout puncher. He literally destroyed everybody he fights. He had a 90% knockout ratio. Was probably one of the hardest punches in the division. Was one of the most dangerous fighters that nobody wanted to fight. And my second fight in America, they offered this fight to me, and I was like, yeah, I'll fight him. See, in Pakistani blood, I'm a British Pakistani. Being a Pakistani, you know, we have it in our blood. We're strong. We're not scared of anything or anyone. And I decided to take on this Marcus Maidana, and it was a brutal fight. I remember in the first round, I put him down with a body shot. You know, he has never been down in his whole career. I hit him with the left hook to the body, and he went down. And I think that was a time when I woke up the dragon, really, because he was totally a different fighter after that. He was putting so much pressure on me, and believe it or not, I know when you say mentally and physically, box can do you bad. That fight, I do not remember anything from after the fight till the next morning. I don't know who put me to bed. I didn't know that I went to the hospital for, obviously we have regular tests. That's one of the reasons I'm in the sport still, because, you know, one thing about boxing now is it's progressed a lot since the Muhammad Ali days and the Mike Tyson days. What we've done now is every year there's a regular test. They test from every year to see the difference from 1 year and year 1 and year 2. Also, you get your blood tests, you do your treatments to make sure that physically you're going to be okay. And also after the sport of boxing, you have another thorough medical test to show that you're going to be okay and you don't need any help physically and mentally. So I think boxing now has improved on that side. But yeah, the Marcus Maidana fight was one fight that you don't need too many of. You only need a few of them. But overall, it was a great fight.
Well, it's a very particular point that you mentioned, and I think it's a true fact about having that Pakistani blood inside your veins as well, gets you tending to be a bit courageous and aggressive at the same time. We've mostly seen a couple of your fights which have just I can say it ended in a couple of minutes where you've knocked your opponent down. So you think that Pakistani aggression brings that as well, or definitely it is the training that you go through?
No, it comes from the Pakistan blood. You know, I honestly, since I've been coming to Pakistan and spending more time there, and I cannot believe the amount of love and support I have there. And it's the people there that, you know, that motivate me, that give me the strength. And I go there and do it for the people of Pakistan. I do it for the people of the UK as well. Because without the funds and without the support, you know, and like we go back to the genetically, you know, Pakistani fighters, Pakistani people are very tough. We are very strong, we are very tough, and we love to push it right to the limit. And maybe past the limit, which could be quite dangerous at times. But to be honest with you, I think it's got to do with not only hard training, but having the Pakistan blood.
Definitely. 2014, pride of performance by the government of Pakistan. You always carry the national flag up high, whether you're definitely representing Britain, but at the same time, we've always seen the Pakistani flag being carried by you with great pride. That must have been special, getting that pride of performance.
It was amazing, and I could not go to pick it up. My mom and dad went at the time to pick up this medal that I had, the trophy I had from the President of Pakistan. And it was amazing because, you know, even though being a British citizen, my heart is still for Pakistan. The work I do for Pakistan in charity, even when I travel to Pakistan, I have a house there. I've invested in Pakistan myself, and I have a charity foundation, which is the Amir Khan Foundation, which Pakistan is the #1 location I always support. But it makes me very happy to, you know, be honoured for this as well from my country. My country honoured me for it's one of the biggest prizes that any personality could get, and I'm very fortunate to be one of those. And it shows me that the people of Pakistan appreciate the work I do for them.
Definitely we do, and we're really proud of you at the same time. I must ask you one thing very particular about your career at the same time, that from a boxer, you've also gone through the phase of becoming a promoter, and then of course you're also very keen in the development of boxing in Pakistan at the same time as well. So how's that transformation been for you?
So transformation in promoting is a little bit different. Now, I'm a professional fighter. I've always been around my promoters just to see and pick up a few points. Now I've picked everything up back from my last 3 fights. I've promoted myself, and I've been the sole promoter for the show, and then talks to TV companies. So recently we were going to do a big boxing event in Pakistan, literally a week before lockdown happened in Pakistan with COVID-19. So I got onto the phone with Dr. Noman from PTV, and we decided that the boxing event I am going to host in Islamabad at the Boxing Academy, the Amir Khan Boxing Academy. We're going to make sure that we have TV coverage. And obviously Dr. Noman said, look, you have my full support, you're doing great things, and now if you go into the promotional path, we would love to support you and help you. So they give me PTV Sport Live, which I was very thankful of. But we are going to do a boxing show. As soon as this pandemic time finishes, we're going to do a big boxing event. We've got boxers from Karachi, boxers from Pakistan, Islamabad, Lahore, Quetta, from all over the Pakistan region. And we want to not bring fighters from overseas to Pakistan. We want to first look after our own fighters, give them a platform, give them an opportunity to fight. And inshallah, I want to do 4 or 5 shows like this every year. And the first one, as soon as the lockdown's finished, inshallah, we are going to do a very big show, literally straight after the lockdown's over.
Inshallah. Amir, you'll always have the support of the Pakistani nation, PTV World, obviously, at the same time as well. All of PTV's platforms are there for you, and we must certainly applaud the work you're doing in Pakistan. Of course, we're also going to be talking about the fact that Amir is doing a lot of work in these testing times of COVID-19, and even before that, his work in philanthropy have been great for the nation as well. We're going to be talking about that and definitely discussing this with Amir as well. But let's watch a report by our Sports Extra team that gives you more details of Amir's work. Right, some technical difficulties, of course, at the same time, but I'm talking about the work that he's been doing over the past couple of years as well. And certainly once COVID came in, Amir was once again up and ready for the charitable work that he was doing in terms of Pakistan and battling this disease as well. Of course, he also, as far as not just Pakistan, limited to here as well, but even in the UK, Amir announced one of his buildings to be turned into a quarantine center or a hospital as well. He said that he realizes the problems people are facing in getting a hospital bed at this time as well. He's also been distributing packages, rations and, essential items for the people as well at the same time who are in need in Pakistan. Amir, Corona has definitely affected all of us, we must say, but there are segments of society that have been affected more than we have been. These are less, people who are not that much fortunate. So how's that journey been in terms of providing for them in these testing times of COVID-19?
It's been very difficult to see the people that are suffering, not only in Pakistan, but in the UK as well, where I live. And it's very difficult for me to do, to go out there and do as much. I'm only one person, and I have a team around me as well. But, we've, in total in the UK, we've given around about 25,000 families food boxes, food bags, to survive. And in the food boxes, there's food there, there's medication, there's sanitation, there's literally a lot of things in there which will last them maybe 2 to 3 weeks. And we've been doing up and down the country, from started off in Bolton where I live, to Manchester, Birmingham, all the way to London. And inshallah this week we can do the same thing. We're now looking at doing Scotland next, Middlesbrough, Newcastle, and those areas. So it gives me peace when the people that need help the most are the English, British people. They're the ones that are very less fortunate and they need our support. And it's great to see that, me being a British Pakistani, I still, doesn't matter what colour you are, my team still goes out and helps those people. And same in Pakistan, we did a big distribution from the Amir Khan Academy in Islamabad. We, alhamdulillah, give around 15,000 food bags to the poor people and the less fortunate people of Pakistan, those that need help through this COVID-19. And inshallah, in the next week or two, we are going to do another distribution. Also, I did another distribution in Liari. Now, Liari is a place a lot of people forget about, which is in Karachi. And all these contacts are from boxing. Alhamdulillah, I'm very lucky to have all these contacts all around Pakistan as well, and all around the world where I can help. So, Nadir Baloch and also Usman Wazir and Muhammad Wasim, all boxers, decided to join me, help me to distribute. And they told me the locations. I sent the money, I sent the food, I sent the aid, and we got everything packed up and packaged to give to the poor people. So I just want to thank them for all their support and help. But, I think if everybody, especially sportsmen who the whole of Pakistan follows, the whole of Pakistan looks up to, they should do that a little bit, because if everybody helped, Pakistan would be a better place.
Definitely a better place. You feel that once you're a sports personality being loved by millions of people out there, it gives you that sense of responsibility as well. And definitely you're an opinion maker, because people tend to listen to all the stuff that you're saying and tend to follow those routines as well.
Alhamdulillah, I am in a position where a lot of things I say, a lot of people listen to, and the media, especially the world media, picks that up. So yeah, I'm in a very fortunate position that way. But and that's the reason I love to come to Pakistan and to do my bit to help them, support them. And in any way I can do that for my country, I will do that.
Definitely. Amir, I would once again like to thank you for giving out so much time and giving out so much for the people of Pakistan in terms of boxing, in terms of the work you're doing for philanthropy as well, in terms of helping the people during these times of COVID-19. Is there any message you'd like to give to all of your fans and all of the people watching you throughout the world through the platform of PTV World?
Yeah, I'd like to say, inshallah, now with boxing more coming to the end of my sport, I always want to be involved with Pakistan. I always also want to be involved with the UK, but the way I want to be involved in with Pakistan is I love to be like a sports ambassador for the country, where I can help to improve sport as a whole in Pakistan. So I'm willing to come to Pakistan regularly to help the government to help the people of Pakistan, to make Pakistan a better sporting country, and inshallah one day having an Olympian, having a medalist from the Commonwealth Games. This is where Pakistan needs to be. With the population that we have in Pakistan, we need to utilize the people to get into sport, get into different events. So inshallah, I'm willing to give my time to Pakistan, and I think this is where it comes under maybe the sports ministry or maybe the government of Pakistan, Mr. Imran Khan, who's also been a sportsman, to give me a path that I can follow and hopefully help the people of Pakistan.
Definitely. And finally, on a lighter side, how are you and your beautiful young ones hanging up in these testing times of lockdown? You finding some good activities with the girls?
I am trying, yes. My baby boy is the youngest. His name is Xavier. He's very hard in a way where I have to take him out because he's so young at the moment. He's only 2 months old. The 2 girls, oh my God, they drive me crazy. Lamaisa and Elena, they literally, they work me out, and it's like an extra workout when I'm with them. They like to run around. But today, believe it or not, the schools have opened up again in the UK. So Lamaisa, this morning, I was up at 8 o'clock. We got her ready for school, and she's been in school. So schools have started in the UK, and in an hour I'm going to go pick her back up from school. But it's just good that things are coming back to normality in the UK, slowly. So this is the first test to get people back in school again. So which is why the house is quiet today.
Definitely. Amir, once again, thank you so much. I guess we can just say thank you so much for being Amir Khan for us, giving us so much hope, so much to look forward to, and definitely doing so much for Pakistan and its people.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. There you have it. Amir Khan, the professional boxer, philanthropist, promoter, and whenever I've talked to Amir Khan, I think you truly connect with him, and the work he's been doing for the people is truly special at the same time as well. And like he said, it's all about helping out, reaching out to people in these testing times as well. And all of us need to do that. But you also need to understand and remember everything that the government and your authorities are telling you at the same time. Staying safe is one thing, but following the SOPs is something very important at the same time as well, because this is where we can defeat this pandemic and definitely come out strong, not just as a nation, but humanity in general as well. There you have it, this very exclusive of Sports Extra with Amir Khan, and we'll be bringing you more such programs and very exclusive programming throughout the week as well as Sports Extra continues. From me and the entire team, we're going to say stay safe, stay at home, but it's goodbye for now.